Hi guys, we are about to go to Dr. Eddy Simanjuntak's clinic. He's a homeopathy doctor, meaning doctor who don't rely on chemical medicine to cure the sicknesses of the patients. So, for example, the patients are having cancer. If the patient doesn't want to go to chemotherapy, then they can go to Dr. Eddy, a homeopathy doctor. So he will explain more about this homeopathy thing, and we will interview him. Check it out.
Let's check it out.
We just arrived at Dr. Eddy's clinic here. Let's get inside. This video is brought to you by businessonlinebgs.com/millennials. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you will get notification when I publish new videos. Today, I'm with Dr. Eddy Simanjuntak. He's actually Indonesian, but he is more familiar with English.
Yeah, I can speak with Indonesian, no worries, but yeah.
So we gonna have a talk with Dr. Eddy in English for today. And before we start, Dr. Eddy, can you please share to us about your background?
Okay, my background. Okay, yes, I was raised abroad, several countries actually, and for many years in the United States, Hawaii especially. It's like Bali but more modern. Yeah, my parents went to Hawaii too. They graduated there, got married there. So it's like homecoming there, you know, when I moved to Hawaii, and many years spent my time there. And I graduated from University of Hawaii at Manoa. After graduation, my dad told me, basically, you know, you should come back to Indonesia.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't want to come back to Indonesia. It's actually not coming back to Indonesia. It was actually like moving, migrating to Indonesia. It was a really big culture shock for me to come down here, you know. But actually, it's been a great blessing to me. Yes, maybe some people would say because of my lineage. Yeah, I'm Indonesian actually, not American or from any other country. So it was a great blessing. And my dad said, you know, you should, because my dad is also a homeopath. He is a homeopathic doctor, and it's always been in my family this some sort of tradition to, you know, if you're sick you go to a homeopathic doctor. At first, when I was growing up, my mom was the one actually, you know, was getting ill with arthritis and stuff like that, and she could barely walk. It was painful for her, and she had migraines, and I had migraines too. And after many you know, attempts to get things cured, she finally tried homeopathy, and she was cured there. And my dad was surprised, basically shocked. And then he went to the library and tried to figure out what homeopathy is all about. And then he found out it's actually, in a sense, a modern medical practice. 200 years ago by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, the founder of homeopathy. To cut a long story short, he said, you should try homeopathy. You know homeopathy, right? So, and you can practice at home. That's one of the good things, one of the positive things I thought, because I don't need to work with anybody. I do not like the thought of having a boss.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, and then I signed up with British Institute of Homeopathy in London, like he did. And after that, moved to Indonesia, and 2003 I started my practice. I get all my what do you call that, permits and stuff, and I already have more than 12,000 patients now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the thing about homeopathy is it's actually personal satisfaction, being able to help a lot of people. But certain things I realized that when I stop practicing, for example, if I go on holiday, basically I close shop. I'm not earning any money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Right. So, but if you're actually working with a company, you actually have holiday leaves, right?
Yeah.
You can actually, you know, go on holiday, and while getting your salary intact. Yeah. But if you are like me, then what you call that, entrepreneur like me, well, is it actually entrepreneurship?
It's a self-employed.
It's self-employed, right? If the four quadrant,
Yeah.
it's on this side, I guess, if you're watching on that side.
Yeah.
Okay, the second quadrant, I guess, yeah.
Yes.
Self-employed, no boss.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
So that's my. I'm also a musician. I love music. I've been playing in a band.
Right,
I'm a guitar
right.
player. It's my hobby. That's one of the things I've been thinking, right? Some very talented people can actually earn money with playing music, right?
Yes.
Well, I think I'm quite talented in playing guitar, but I'm not successful at all in earning money in that industry.
Okay.
It's not easy because it's my hobby. I love doing it, but it's not paying the bills.
Okay.
So from a traditional family background where education is very important to get that paper qualification, without paper qualification, graduate status, my parents always tell me that it's difficult for me to get a job, right? So getting my undergraduate degrees, even thinking of getting more education was the actual key for success, because that's the key for their successes. My dad is a PhD holder. My mom is a master's holder. So they've been successful in their area, academic wise.
Yes.
But you know, studying every day, all the time, it's academically, it's I can't see that in my future. So, but once with homeopathy, that's it. I think this is going to be it for me. But then around 2008, the number of patients coming to my clinic starts to go down. 2014, even worse. Now I was thinking, this is going to be the end of me if I don't do something else. I tried to promote it, and I'm still doing it. Actually, it's not bad at all. It's really good actually now. But ever since somebody introduced me to network marketing by Green Science, things have changed for the better.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. But ended up you are a doctor now. Is that your lifelong dream, or was it your parents' dream, or how?
Well, it's not my lifelong dream. I love science. I love biology. I love all that kind of stuff. But it was like somewhat very funny. It's like a last minute thing, It was like a last minute thing, and because I qualified to get into the school for homeopathy, so why not? Because I saw my dad. I guess sometimes, very often, father is a huge influence on the children, right? Like my dad is a big influence on me. So he was doing really well. He treated people. He has thousands of patients. He's now over 90 years old, and he still practices.
Wow.
And that's a positive thing. But there's also another eye-opener for me. Do I want to be working until I'm 90? Yeah, unless that's the passion, that's a different story, right?
Right.
But if it's like a job, if I don't work, then I won't eat. Until I'm 90, that's not the life that I would like to.
I see.
So yes, it was like a last minute thing, and I saw my dad doing really well. Why not? I think I'm capable of doing it, and so far, in my practice, I've proven that yes, I'm capable of being a homeopath in a sense.
So when you're 90, you're imagining you're playing metal music, or?
Yes, still playing metal music, but passive income.
Oh,
Lots of it, retired. Hopefully within 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Retired.
But
network marketing is a fun thing actually, but I can't imagine doing anything else. It's like homeopathy. It's like I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah.
Okay. And I heard a lot of parents, they want their children to become doctors because it's related to the money.
Oh yeah.
They are thinking that when their kids become doctors, one day they will live a wealthy life, prosperous. How's your view about that?
Yes, that's what I've been brought up to believe too, because doctors, they earn quite a bit of money. If I'm not mistaken, in the US, the average income is onwards $200,000 a year. Yeah,
Yeah.
200K. That's a lot of money. Especially you are in, what do you call that? You're a surgeon or a plastic surgeon, specialized in something, right? But when I came to Indonesia, I realized that being a doctor is not that glamorous at all.
Okay.
Yeah, and you don't earn that much money until you specialize in certain field, become an expert in that field. Then you probably can earn a lot of money. Even that, I think the average income is way below what doctors in Europe maybe or United States earn. Yeah, it makes sense in the United States if they think about, you know, having a good life, probably yes. But in Indonesia, I think it's a different situation altogether. If you want to earn money, I don't think being a doctor is the way to go.
And some people say it's even getting worse after the BPJS program, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, even good doctors had to do something else, and maybe questionable choices in order to earn a living. You know, not trying to blame anybody. You know, everybody. You know, doctors are humans. Yeah. They need to earn money. They might have side jobs, but sometimes some of the naughty ones.
Naughty ones.
Yeah. Well, that's a different story.
Yeah. So, would you recommend becoming a doctor for your niece or nephews or your family?
Very difficult question. Yeah. Yes, I would actually, but if they are willing to sacrifice certain parts of their life, it's actually a big sacrifice to be a doctor. Not just in Indonesia, especially in Indonesia, because you have to dedicate yourself, your life towards the field, yeah. And then don't just be a general practitioner. You won't be able to earn enough. You have to be realistic, yeah. You have to be practical. You need to earn enough. You need to have some wealth. So you need to earn. What do you call that? You need to specialize in certain field in medicine. Maybe being a surgeon, brain surgeon, or something like that. Plastic surgeon I hear is very profitable.
Yeah. They don't have to get sick to get that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I would recommend. If they want to focus till they get to that point, yes. If they just want to be a general practitioner, better not.
I see.
If they want to be a research doctor, a scientist, okay. Maybe because, you know, my passion is to find the cure for cancer. Okay, I think that's very noble and that's very good.
So, you ended up choosing the side business, doing biogreen science business. Why did you choose biogreen science business?
First, I was actually impressed with the ingredients they've chosen in the products. That's one of the first things I always remember, that Dr. Richard Stejo did a presentation and he talked about clinical trials, published papers of the active ingredients. Yeah, so this is something that I cannot simply put a blind eye to. You know, I have to check this out, because if it's actually true, what they're claiming about the product is, then I have to investigate whether it's true or not, right? The first thing you have to do is check the active ingredients, whether they have clinical trials, published papers about it, and the products, all of them, all the active ingredients have all those things easily accessible. I can read them, I can study them, even though some of the things in there are not my field, but I understand that these are published scientific papers supporting the active ingredients. So I was impressed with that actually, and then when the business marketing plan was presented to me, I didn't understand much, but I understood the bottom line. So if I could build this business in a sense, I could have a passive income, which I will never ever probably get in homeopathy, because especially in Indonesia, the industry is not developed yet. Indonesia is it's not a Commonwealth country. You know, Commonwealth country is British colony, wasn't colonized by Britain, right? Malaysia, Singapore, India, Pakistan, and many European countries, Africa, even North America, Australia, New Zealand, and all Commonwealth, which means the spread of knowledge from England to all these colonies, this spread, and that's how homeopathy spread. But Indonesia was colonized by a private company from Netherlands.
Right.
So none of those knowledge were given to Indonesia. So when homeopathy came here in the late 90s, in the 90s, personally from a few individuals, and there is no homeopathy industry here. So it's difficult to, in a sense, build this industry from the ground up, especially and if I want to make this worthwhile, I have to open up many locations, right? Like franchising, I have to think like a businessman, like an entrepreneur, and you know how expensive they can get. So I can imagine how I can get investors to invest in me to build those. When I see network marketing by Indonesian Science, I don't need that much money to have basically this similar effect, even bigger effect. And the products are actually very good enough to help people health-wise, and these are the products that all these people actually might need, even if they're not sick, because the active ingredients are actually that good. Yeah. So I thought of the products are quite sellable. A lot of people are gonna need these, so why not me selling this, right? Building the network. So first the product, and then the potential business, in which I probably wouldn't be able to find any other place. So that's why I'm a member now.
Was that an easy decision for you to decide? Okay.
Took me 2 weeks.
2 weeks, quite long.
Yes.
Why 2 weeks?
Because of the MLM bad name, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes, I'm one of those who are actually quite allergic to MLM. Yes, pyramid scheme. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna take my money away, you know. But and things like that, you know. But when I saw the marketing plan, I was convinced that this is not a money game, and I'm not that stupid to figure it out, you know. I'm quite smart enough. I believe that if this is a pyramid scheme, so that totally changed my thoughts about network marketing and MLM.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you already believe that the system, the marketing plan of BioGreen Science is not a pyramid scheme.
Yes, totally, and it's actually very fair. And my compensation plan is the same as your compensation plan, even if you are making a lot more money than I am. But we have the same compensation plan. If you join me or her, you're gonna have the same compensation plan.
Indeed.
You have the same chance, even actually better chance, because you have great leaders in Lucy, right? To teach you. So yes, actually, it's probably the perfect time to join BioGreen Sciences right now, because we've reached the point that we've ironed out all those certain things that need ironing. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think have a background as a doctor is a plus point for you to do this business?
Actually, joining this business, I had to learn everything from zero. You know, not the medical thing, because you don't need those medical knowledge. I even learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know about many things. But you know, active ingredients like that, because especially in homeopathy, we focus on our remedies, right? We don't focus on things outside of that.
Yeah.
Right. So I learned about how, you know, what makes a good product, for example.
Right.
I learned about that. I learned about about ashwagandha. I never knew about it before.
Really?
Yeah, I never did. It's funny because the ashwagandha is from India, and India is big in homeopathy.
Right.
But because I'm from London, British Institute of Homeopathy, we never handled Ayurveda, so it was not familiar with me. So I learned a lot of new things, you know, and actually you don't have to be a doctor. In fact, I probably believe that your network probably have helped more than what I've done since 2003 with my patients. How many people in science in your network?
It's like 35,000.
35,000. And you've done this since
5 years ago. 14.
5 years, 14, right?
The end of.
So potentially 30,000 people benefited from you, right? So me, about 12,000 people since 2003 by myself without a network. So that proof that building a network is more effective in reaching people and touching people, and you probably help people you don't know, right? So that's incredible. I think anybody who thinks that you need to be somewhat educated in medicine, you have to think twice. You don't have to be. As long as you have that positive thoughts about helping people, this is the best place to do it. You're helping people through building a network, right?
Right. But if you have the background of,
it can help.
Yeah, it helps.
It does help in certain ways, but I see now the top leaders in biogreen science are not doctors.
Right. Yeah.
Pak Larry Wijaya, incredible person, incredible personality. I mean, he's not a doctor.
Yeah, different
He's
backgrounds.
31 years old, right? 33, 31. Yeah, and 150,000 people in his network, biogreen science alone.
Yeah.
You can't imagine how many people he actually helped. Right. He probably helped more than any doctors.
Including doctors, he already helped.
Yeah, he probably helped a lot of doctors, right? Yeah. Right. So you don't have to be a doctor, but you can learn in a certain aspect of the industry too. You know that you realize that this medical industry is incredible as well. You know.
Yes.
But unfortunately, some people would like to downplay the importance of medicine. There's certain things that you have to actually be careful, because being in the health industry, we tend to put aside medicine. I see that in a lot of people. Don't go to a doctor, just take this, for example, you know, but which is actually not recommended, you know. But well, that's another topic.
But one thing really important for you and for other doctors that I met is the transparency of what kind of active ingredients are used, what kind of clinical studies and everything about that, right? And it's quite crazy that the company Biogreen Science is very open.
Yes.
We can understand more about that. So like when we buy the products from drugstore, we never know, right, what is inside.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing about pharmacy, right? You go there, you don't question them.
Yeah.
Because they have developed the industry in such a way that if you go there, you're looking for something, you get advice from maybe the pharmacist, or you get doctor's prescription, right? You don't even know what's in it, right? But you have that trust with them, right? Maybe now there's people are afraid of chemical drugs because of the side effects. Yes, that's why certain drugs need prescriptions, right? You cannot simply buy them without a doctor's prescription. So now the problem with this industry, I believe, is because the trust is not there yet. Yeah, as you said before, right? In this industry, there's a lot of naughty people, you know, building pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, trying to cheat people of their money, disguising themselves as a network marketing business opportunity, right? But they're not, right? And they're selling products that are not actually any good at all. I'm not going to say any brand, but you know, there a number of products out there are actually not worth it, but they're expensive. Yeah, unfortunately, it's that kind of things are actually tarnishing this incredible industry. And Biogreen Science done incredible with being very transparent about the products, about what they use in their products. So I'm very proud of what they're doing, actually, and I really hope that people can see that nothing's perfect. We're trying to improve ourselves. Everybody's trying to improve themselves here in Biogreen Science, and that's what I see all the time.
Yeah. So talking about the products, which one of Biogreen products that you love the most, and why? Well,
I love Biomile because of Ashwagandha in it, and Maca. I love it, and I like going to the gym. This has helped a lot in building my muscles. I love going to the gym. Probably quite fat from the, I'm bulking up. Okay. Okay, this is probably my favorite. There was another product, but they are reintroducing it called BioGold, right? It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
That's really bestseller, and I love that too. It actually increases the stamina. I love that, and this is another product that I love because not me using it every day, but my patients benefit from this product, Apple SC Plus.
Yeah.
A lot of my patients have benefited from this product. So from kidney failures, from liver problems, heart disease. My patients have benefited from this. Those who have cancer, this actually helped tremendously. You know, a lot of them are going through chemos, and this have helped. Reducing the side effects.
Yeah, of the chemo.
Many of them, when they began their chemotherapy, they had a lot of side effects. If nauseating, can't eat, headaches, being totally broken down in a sense. But after a week of consuming this, along with their chemotherapy, they've commented with great excitement that they no longer feel all those side effects. So it's amazing, and a number of them are cured already.
Yeah,
they're free of cancer. So this is not a magic pill, but it's as close as you can get. Without actually, what do you call that? I won't recommend going to another alternative medication if you have cancer. I wouldn't recommend, because my experience, alternatives are not any better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the alternative industry.
Yes.
So I know what I'm talking about. See, if you're trying alternative medication, if you have cancer, I think it's probably a bad choice. Yeah. Now that we have this, the prognosis is a lot better. Yeah.
Okay, so these two, yeah?
Yeah.
Bio SC Mild and Apple SC Plus.
Yes. Yeah, actually, I love this too, because in what 6 months I lost 10 kilograms.
Yeah, right. You were like this, and then suddenly.
Yeah. From 80 kilos down to 68 kilos.
That's amazing.
With
That's
6 months. In 6 months.
months.
Yeah.
6 months, man. 6 months.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's really great to talk with you today.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
pleasure.
you very much. It's really inspiring, and
Yes.
so we don't have to be ashamed of doing this kind of business. Even though
No, you
you're
don't.
a doctor, you're not ashamed. You're
No,
proud of this.
I'm very proud of it.
Yeah,
yes.
you're really
Look, you
proud.
can see this is my practice. This is where I receive my patients, and this is right here inside my my room. Yeah, this is where I practice. So it's open. Everybody can see this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of these products.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope I can do another interview with you. Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Second one.
Sure. Maybe your place.
Yeah. Perfect. My new condo.
And you're on your awesome.
Okay. Then thank you guys for watching. If you not yet subscribed, please subscribe and activate the bell. So another interviews with Dr. Eddy and the others, you will get a notification before the others. Okay? So see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Get more information about this online business opportunity by submitting your email address to this website. The link is provided in the description box below. Or WhatsApp to this number. Make sure you already subscribe to our channel and click the bell to get the newest update on our inspiring videos.